I'm now gonna have to start working on all the electrical stuff. So this engine is no longer like vacuum operated with a carburetor and all that stuff. I'm gonna have fuel injection, it's gonna be an ECU, all this stuff. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to put the wiring that way and where everything kind of goes back in. I mean, there's still vacuum lines and stuff, and some of them are disconnected. I gotta figure that out. Also, obviously, gotta tighten the intake down. But there's the engine harness. I'm gonna have to route the stuff accordingly. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not gonna touch that right now. This is the Cappuccino cluster. I've shown it before. This is the Carry cluster. They look almost exactly the same shape. I think this just bolts right in. The difference I will get will be, I'll get a tachometer, and this one does not have a tachometer. That's the only difference that I could see. It looks like I might have to take this bezel off, and the bezel has a bunch of Phillips head screws. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I bet there's probably 1 or 2 under here. I'm gonna have to figure out how this part comes out. It looks like there's a screw in that cubby hole, and that might take this exterior part out. Ah, no. I need a shorter screwdriver for these two because the steering column's in the way. There's definitely a screw or something behind here. Let's see. There we go. All right, that is out. Let me look under there. Can't see a thing. It's too dark. Oh, that might be a screw. Oh yeah, there are screws. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna try using my ratchet and one of these Phillips head bits. There is a screw that's back here. I think it holds on to this, but from this way, like this. So I can't get a screwdriver in there. I'm just gonna kind of finagle this out of the way. Maybe disconnect the radio. That might help a little bit. On the far side, the passenger side. See if I can get this in there. This might work better because now I don't have the steering wheel in my way. Should be able to get this aligned easier. Got it. What's that? Oh, I gotta take these buttons off. The little, not buttons, the little knobs. There we go. This face should just pop off. So I had to pull the little nubs off, but then I have the AC button. I'm not sure how the AC button works. It seems to be part of this face, so I just have to get it out of here. I might have to remove this shroud here to kind of pull, because this is getting stuck on that shroud. There are 4 Phillips head screws underneath here. Just remove them. I think the outer ones might just remove the top. Let's find out. The outer ones take the top off. I think the bottom, the inner ones hold the bottom in. Maybe I can't leave the bottom in. Maybe I can, I don't know. All right, I'll just take it out, whatever. Now I kind of just have to pry this piece out. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this, like one way or another.
I accidentally bumped into time-lapse mode, but you just pry the horn cover off, and then you get a 17mm socket and use an impact driver. Take the nut out, you wiggle the steering wheel back and forth, and then it just comes right out. With the steering wheel out of the way, you can take that top cover off. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this part wrong. The speedometer cable is attached to the cluster, and I'm just pulling on it until the cable popped out.
There we go. Oh, it's definitely the speedo cable. that kind of held on to this. There are some clips on the back side you can push to disconnect and push to disconnect. Okay, these are the back of the clusters. We already know it's different. What was holding on to it was the speedo cable, because it can only come out so far. You can kind of see that right there. That was right in the middle. That goes into this dial right there. I don't know anything about these things, but I think that I'm deducing that this is a mechanical speedometer and that one is not. So what does that mean? It's likely that all of these connectors will not be the same, because you can see how they're just like ribbons and it kind of just pops into that. These probably don't go to the same places. So what I'm gonna have to do is obviously run the cluster wiring from the Cappuccino harness up to this side, and it's gonna go up into here and plug into this thing. How does the Cappuccino speedometer work? Is it a digital sensor that I need somewhere?
I understand it's a digital sensor that goes into the differential and it reads like the ring gear or something. I don't know how I'm going to make this speedometer work on this truck. If you have any ideas, please let me know. But moving on.
Anyways, looking at these two things, they are almost the same, but they're not the same. The shape is the same, so it should fit in the clutch, the dash just fine. It's just the matter of figuring out how these things hook up. The screw holes obviously are not the same, and just for the heck of it, I'm just going to throw this in here. Look. Yeah, the fitment isn't quite the same either. Let's see. Yeah. So this is as far back as this cluster will go unmodified. This thing will not go back on, at least not flush with that cluster the way it is. Now we know cluster's not the same, but if I modify that to sit like further back, this will fit in the window hole just right, and it looks about the same. All right. I don't know what to do, man. So I'm thinking about modifying the dash structure rather than the cluster, because, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'll modify the dash cluster of the truck, because it's my truck. Probably not going to sell it anyways. I mean, if it is, it'll be scrap at that point. So that way I don't ruin a Cappuccino cluster. There's millions of Carry clusters, but not so much of Cappuccino clusters. I mean, it is my Cappuccino cluster too, so I mean, the logic doesn't really work. Doesn't matter. I will do something, and I'll let you know how it works. And subscribe to follow along with this madness, please, if you're interested in this whole build. It's taking way too long, and I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I've never done this before, and I just want to finish. I just want to have a working truck. I'm almost there. And it looks promising right now, right there. Once I run the wiring, I mean, that's the next hardest part, right? Figuring out where all those go, how I'm going to get them back into the cab, run it up the cab. Obviously, also, yes, the other thing, the wiring harness is not for a Carry, it's for a Cappuccino. So the lengths may not be correct, and I'll probably have to be splicing stuff and extending things. So, man... Alright, thank you for watching. Leave a comment below. Tell me anything that any tips that you guys have, or just call me an idiot. That's more likely. So I'll see you next time.